8 body language, signs a woman likes you and how to respond. Welcome to Grandma's Wise Vibes. Today, we're diving into a topic every man has pondered at least once. Have you ever caught a woman looking at you a little longer than usual, or noticed the way she leans in when you're talking? It's easy to second-guess yourself and wonder, is it all in my head? Here's the truth. Women are constantly communicating even when they're not saying a word. Their body language is like a secret code, one that can reveal how they truly feel about you. But decoding that code, that's where most guys get stuck. By the end of this video, you'll have all the tools you need to confidently interpret the signals she's sending, and more importantly, know exactly how to respond. Because let's face it, attraction is a two-way street, and your response matters. So grab a seat, relax, and stick around, because we're about to make understanding women's body language a whole lot simpler. Before we dive into the signs, let's take a moment to talk about why body language is such a game changer. In attraction, body language is the silent language of human connection. Research shows that 60 to 93% of communication is non-verbal, meaning the words we say are only part of the equation. A glance, a touch, or even the way someone positions their body can say far more than words ever could when it comes to attraction. This is where things get interesting. While a woman might not directly say, "I'm into you," her body language often reveals her true feelings if you're paying attention, and that's the key, paying attention. But here's the catch. Not every signal is a green light. Context matters. For instance, if she's leaning in closer, it might mean she's interested, or she could just be trying to hear you better in a noisy room. Misreading these cues can lead to awkward moments or missed opportunities. That's why understanding body language is more than just recognizing the signs. It's about seeing the bigger picture. When you learn to interpret these signals in context, you'll feel more confident, less anxious, and better equipped to build genuine connections. And let's not forget, attraction isn't just about noticing her signals. It's about how you respond. Because the way you handle these moments can either strengthen the connection or break it all. Right now that we've set the stage, let's get into the 8 body language signs. A woman likes you and exactly what to do when you notice them. Sign 1, eye contact. Let's talk about the power of eye contact. It's one of the most universally recognized signs of attraction. If a woman likes you, she'll often make prolonged or repeated eye contact. Maybe she gives you a quick glance, looks away, and then sneaks another look a few seconds later, or perhaps she locks eyes with you and pairs it with a shy smile. Here's the science. When someone makes consistent eye contact, their pupils often dilate, especially if they're interested. That's a biological response. You can't fake it. Eye contact also released as oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone, which creates a feeling of connection. So how should you respond? Simple, mirror her energy if she's holding eye contact. Maintain yours confidently, but don't overdo it. There's a fine line between being engaging and being intense. If she looks away and then back again, try adding a subtle warm smile. This lets her know you're open to connecting. But remember, context is everything. Eye contact in a noisy room might mean she's trying to get your attention, but in a professional setting, it could mean something entirely different. Keep reading the situation as you go. The next sign is mirroring. And this one's a bit more subtle, but incredibly powerful. Have you ever noticed a woman adjusting her posture after you've adjusted yours, or crossing her legs shortly after you cross yours? That's not a coincidence. Mirroring happens when someone subconsciously imitates your movements, gestures, or even your tone of voice. It's a sign of rapport and comfort. Here's why this matters. We naturally mimic people we feel connected to or attracted to. It's the body's way of saying, "I feel aligned with you." So how do you respond? Test it out. Adjust your posture, slightly lean back, or cross your arms and watch. If she follows suit, if she does, it's a green light that she's tuned into you, but don't stop there. Use this as an opportunity to build the connection further. Keep your movements natural and relaxed and focus on making her feel just as comfortable as you are. Mirroring isn't just a sign of attraction. It's a chance to create an unspoken sense of connection. Playing with hair. Let's move on to something a little more playful. Playing with her hair when a woman is twirling or stroking her hair. While talking to you, she's doing more than just fidgeting. It's often a subconscious way of drawing attention to herself or showing that she's a little nervous. But in a good way, you'll notice this sign is often paired with other cues, like tilting her head or smiling. From a psychological perspective, hair is a feature many people associate with beauty and attraction by playing with it. She's subtly trying to highlight herself and make you notice her. How should you respond? Start by staying attentive if she's smiling or maintaining eye contact while playing with her hair. That's your cue to engage. You can keep it light and natural by offering a simple compliment. Like your hairstyle really suits you. This not only acknowledges her effort, but also helps her feel more at ease around you. Remember, this isn't the time to overanalyze or rush things. Her actions are about drawing you in gradually, so respond with confidence, but keep the vibe relaxed sign. 4. Leaning in. Now let's talk about leaning in. This is one of the most direct and clear signals that a woman is into you. Picture this, you're in a group setting, and while everyone else is maintaining their distance, she's subtly leaning closer to you while you talk. Or maybe you're at a cafe and she's inching forward as the conversation gets more engaging. These are signs she's not just interested, she's actively trying to get closer to you both physically and emotionally. Here's why this matters when someone leans in. It's their way of showing engagement and interest. It signals that she feels comfortable in your presence and wants to close the gap between you, so how do you respond? It's all about reciprocating without overwhelming her. Mirror her posture by leaning in slightly as well. But don't invade her space. This creates a sense of mutual intimacy and shows her you're just as interested. Leaning in isn't just about physical proximity, it's about emotional closeness. Use this moment to deepen the connection. Ask her a thoughtful question or share something personal to keep the conversation flowing. Sign 5, touching next up, is a big one. Touching when a woman casually touches your arm, shoulder, or hand during a conversation. It's rarely by accident, these moments of physical contact. Whether it's a light brush of your arm while she's laughing or a gentle touch on your hand as she makes a point, are significant indicators of attraction. Here's the psychology. Physical touch is one of the strongest ways we communicate comfort and interest. It's a way to bridge the gap between words and actions, subtly saying, I am comfortable with you. So how do you respond? First, respect her personal space. A touch isn't necessarily an invitation to escalate things. It's a signal of trust and interest. Smile or lightly reciprocate with a touch of your own, but keep it natural and situational. For instance, if she touches your arm, a brief light touch in return can show you've noticed and appreciated the gesture. The key here is subtlety. Don't overthink or overreact. Let her lead with the physical cues and respond in a way that matches the tone of the interaction sign. 6. Lip movement. If you notice a woman biting her lip, licking her lips, or even just smiling frequently during your interaction, she's likely drawing attention to her mouth. This is often an instinctive signal of attraction. It's her way of subtly showing interest without saying a word. Here's the insight: when we're attracted to someone, our focus naturally shifts to features. We find appealing, and the lips are a major focal point. These gestures can be a way of teasing or inviting a connection. How should you respond? Stay composed and confident. Compliment her smile if it feels natural, or maintain relaxed eye contact while continuing the conversation. For example, a simple, "You have a great smile," can go a long way in making her feel special. Remember, this isn't the time to make things overly obvious or awkward. Subtle charm is your best friend here. Let her know you've noticed, but keep the interaction light and easygoing. Another clear sign to watch for is open body language. If a woman is sitting or standing with her arms uncrossed, her posture relaxed and her body angled directly toward you, it's a strong signal that she's engaged and comfortable in your presence. This kind of body language says, I'm open to you literally and figuratively. Here's why it matters when someone is interested. They subconsciously remove barriers between themselves and the person they're attracted to. Closed-off gestures, like crossed arms or angled shoulders, can indicate disinterest or discomfort. Open body language, on the other hand, shows she's fully present and willing to connect. How do you respond? Mirror her openness. Uncross your arms, relax your posture, and angle your body toward her. These small adjustments can create a sense of mutual comfort and trust. The beauty of open body language is its simplicity. It's an invitation for you to engage. And when you respond with similar openness, you naturally build a stronger connection sign. 8. Fidgeting or nervous energy. Finally, let's talk about fidgeting or nervous energy. You might notice her adjusting her clothes, playing with her jewelry, or tapping her fingers during your conversation. While this might seem like a sign of discomfort, it's often the opposite. Nervous energy frequently accompanies attraction. It's her way of channeling the excitement or self-consciousness she feels in your presence. Here's the psychology when we're around someone we're attracted to. It's normal to feel a little nervous. Those small movements are her way of dealing with that energy. So how do you respond? The best thing you can do is help her feel at ease. Use light humor to break the tension or steer the conversation towards something fun and relatable. For example, you could say, "You seem a little fidgety." "Are you cold, or is my storytelling that intense?" This playful approach shows you've noticed without putting her on the spot. Your goal here is simple: create an environment where she feels comfortable enough to relax. When she sees that you're confident and easygoing, her nervous energy will naturally subside. Let me know if you'd like me to refine this further or add additional details. Now that you know the signs, here's a critical reality check. Context matters. Not every smile, glance, or touch is a sign of romantic interest. A woman might lean in because it's loud, touch your arm as a friendly gesture, or maintain eye contact simply because she's confident and polite. Understanding situational awareness is key. Different cultures and individuals express themselves uniquely. What might be considered flirtatious in one culture could be completely neutral in another. The same goes for personality. Some women are naturally more expressive, while others might be reserved even if they're interested. Here's another trap to avoid confirmation bias. That's when you interpret every gesture as a sign of interest simply because you want it to be. This mindset can lead to awkward moments, misunderstandings, or worse, coming off as pushy or presumptuous. So how do you confirm her interest? Pair nonverbal cues with verbal communication. For example, if she's mirroring your body language or touching your arm, test the waters by saying something playful, like, "You seem really comfortable around me. Should I take that as a compliment?" This opens the door for her to clarify her feelings in a light-hearted, non-intimidating way. Remember, attraction is a combination of signals. By staying observant, patient, and grounded, you'll be able to distinguish genuine interest from neutral gestures. How to build confidence in responding. Confidence is the secret ingredient that ties everything together. But here's the thing, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable with yourself and others. So how do you build that confidence? Start by practicing in everyday settings. Pay attention to how people interact around you. Notice their body language and test small responses like smiling back or maintaining eye contact. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. But remember, confidence is different from arrogance. It's not about dominating the conversation or trying to impress her. It's about being genuine and respectful. A confident response shows you're attentive, while arrogance can come across as dismissive or self-absorbed. Want to step up your game? Try practical exercises like maintaining good posture, practicing open gestures, and keeping your tone relaxed. These small changes make a big difference in how you're perceived and how you perceive yourself. Conclusion and call to action. So let's recap. We've covered 8 powerful body language signs that a woman likes you. Eye contact, mirroring, playing with her hair, leaning in, touching lip movements, open body language, and nervous energy. The key takeaway: respond appropriately. Attraction is a two-way street, and your confidence, awareness, and respect play a huge role in building that connection. Now we want to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these signs before? How did you respond? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more real relatable advice coming your way on Grandma's Wise Vibes. Until next time, stay confident, stay observant, and keep building those meaningful connections.